I've used this Amazon cookpot on all my backpacking trips for the past 5 to 6 years. I only just recently upgraded to a smaller, lighter, and more expensive Toaks cookpot that I bought from REI. But how do these two compare and which is best for you? Hey everyone, my name is Alex, and today I'm comparing an Amazon cookpot to an REI cookpot. So first off, what is the cost of each of these? Well, this Amazon one here, the brand is the Woody brand, and when I bought it like 5 years ago, I think it was $16. And for the record, this brand is not available on Amazon. They actually sell artificial flowers now, so that's Amazon sellers for you, I guess. But this exact same thing is still available on Amazon, and it actually only costs $15 now. The REI cookpot is the Toaks Titanium 750 milliliter cookpot, and it costs $27. As for the capacity of both of these, on the Amazon cookpot there is the larger 1,200 milliliter pot, which is huge, plus the 600 milliliter pot on the top. And for the Toaks Titanium pot, as the name says, it holds 750 milliliters. There is a bit of a weight difference too. For the Amazon one, when I weighed it, it was 8.5 ounces. The Toaks pot only weighs 4 ounces, so that's less than half of the weight of the Amazon cookpot. Most people like to keep their stove and their fuel and their lighter inside their cookpots, so what can fit inside each of these? The Amazon cookpot holds a lot. I would regularly keep one of the larger, the medium 230 gram fuel canister inside of it, along with my cook stove, and then also the lighter all fits inside this whole thing here. So you can hold a lot inside of this. And for the record, this is a full-size lighter. It's not one of the big minis, which I think most people carry. So the Toaks cookpot holds the small 100 gram fuel canister plus the stove and a full-size lighter. So the next thing that I want to see is if there really is like a difference in the boil time between these. I don't expect there to be much of a difference, but to do this, I'm going to put 500 milliliters of water inside each of these pots, and this is just regular tap water. First up is this Amazon cookpot. Okay, for the Amazon one, that took like 4 minutes and 30 seconds to fully boil some water. Let's go to the Toaks pot. So for the Toaks cookpot, that took like 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So like I said, there's not really a difference in the boil time between the Amazon one and the REI cookpot. So what do I like about each of these? I do like how the Amazon one has these larger handles, but I really love how lightweight this Toaks Titanium one is, because there's like nothing to it. I also like how this Toaks one has just a regular lid and not this giant other pot like there is on top of the Amazon one. And this Toaks Titanium one holds like the perfect amount of water, because you don't really need more than like 750 milliliters at one time, and even then, that's a lot of water. So what do I not like about each of these? This Toaks one, this handle is just like a little bit too small, and it can get really hot if it's positioned wrong on top of your stove. And I don't like how I can't fit as much inside this one because it's a little bit narrower. Maybe if it was shorter and wider, it would actually fit one of these. But then on the other side of things, this Amazon one is just way too big. This is 1,200 milliliters, 1,200 milliliters, plus 600 milliliters on top. That's way too much, and you're never gonna need to boil that much water. It also just needs a regular lid. It doesn't need this extra top pot. Something just flat would be a lot better and more practical than having this on top. Because that's large. That takes up a lot of space inside your backpack. And also this is a bit heavier. It's over double the weight of the Toaks Titanium cookpot. Also, most of the Amazon cookpots come with these bundle deals that contain a ton of stuff that you're never really going to use. Like, for example, there's this 16-piece cook set that's a really good example of what you would get inside these bundle deals on Amazon. So here's what's all included. A folding spork, a spoon, a fork. Why do you need a spoon and a fork after you have a spork? I don't know. A knife, stove, cookpot, pot cover, pan, 2 bowls, a soup spoon, a rice ladle, a sponge, a carabiner, and a nylon bag. Literally, out of all that stuff, you just need the pot, the spork, and the stove. That's it. maybe the nylon bag too to keep it all in. The bundles are really attractive to someone who is younger or maybe someone who is new to backpacking, but once you just get a little bit of experience, you pretty much find out that the only thing you need a cook pot for is just to boil about 1 cup of water. You're never really cooking inside of a cook pot. On Amazon you'll see these ridiculous pictures where someone's cooking a perfectly cooked egg inside of a pan on a backpacking stove. I guarantee you, you're never going to be cooking an egg on a backpacking stove, and if you tried to, the thing would burn and char to the bottom of the cook pot so bad. So big question after all of this stuff said, do you really need this Amazon cook pot? And if I'm being honest, after everything I've said, no. I don't think it's necessary to get this Toaks titanium cook pot. The Amazon one is going to work just fine, and it's only going to be like 4.5 ounces heavier, which really isn't very much. Plus, when you actually take this thing out backpacking, you can just remove the top cook pot and make a cover out of tin foil, and that'll actually save you a few ounces and work just fine. However, upgrading to the REI cook pot is a very inexpensive upgrade to your backpacking gear. This is only going to cost you about $12 more to get. Compare that to buying an ultralight backpacking tent that's going to cost you a minimum of like $400. So I do think it's worth the extra $12 to get this Toaks cook pot. That way you have a name brand that you can trust and you have something that specifically suits your needs. So ultimately the decision is up to you and completely based on your own preferences and priorities. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys prefer to use just a generic Amazon cook pot or if you'd rather get a name brand REI cook pot. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.